Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good week. It's Friday, 4/22/22. SPY is in a melt-off rally to oversold proportions. We're gonna look at that. Talking about 70 basis points rate hikes, and now that earnings are over, Tesla, Netflix, big ones, the market can just dump. I think it's kind of a continuation a little bit on Netflix also. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. You must follow us on Twitter at HappyMoneyYT, where I do Twitter spaces on the weekends. And we have a Discord server. You're welcome to jump on there also. I share all my plays. Other people share their plays. Lots of fun stuff. But yeah, I think SPY, I actually opened up some more bearish plays on SPY this morning. Just kind of seeing how it was so weak into the open after a day like yesterday that was just a escalator down all day. To not have a bounce initially just to me shows a lot of weakness in the market. And then looking at the TA before we get this big red candle, I just saw the gap down, and our MACD never flipped bullish or anything. It just looked like down consolidation to more down. And this big rally day ended up turning into a red candle. This was just Tesla, I think. Positive Tesla, but then it just sold off all yesterday. Netflix was really bad. I think we're just getting that, and then starting to price in more rate hikes. So I think we could see and continue to move on the market, something similar to this potentially. Donner was pointing out we usually don't have 3 red candles on SPY in a row. Yeah, it's maybe unusual. There's actually one right here. I didn't even see that one before. And right there, these are dailies. But three red candles is 3 black crows, which is a trading signal for bearishness. And let me see if I can just, yeah. So oftentimes it will signal a bigger move. 3 black crows. 3 black crows. So we'll see. I'm thinking we might see a big move down next week and or the week after, or both. Something similar maybe to this. And I kind of have a price target of this 394. I feel like it'll probably fill that gap, making a new low. Made our peak, kind of made a little head and shoulders up here. Came down, got to the oversold on the daily to 30, 26 or so, 24 right here. And then had our bounce, another new low, didn't get that low on the daily, on the RSI. And then made it a second peak, but it, yeah, didn't make new highs. So here we are on our way back down. I think we're gonna probably make new lows as this resistance line is continuing down and the support line is continuing down. So without drawing a line, just kind of visualizing and seeing the gap. Maybe it'll take 2 weeks. I'm not sure. It happens quick though when it happens. And the past 2 days have actually been pretty big moves. I mean, today's 2.5% on SPY, that's a big move on the SPY. On the hourly, it is oversold pretty far. If we're looking at just the hourly, at 21 right now, there might be a bounce before close. We've got an hour. So even on these days when it went down, that's pretty low on the hourly, if you look. So back here was that first one. So that got down to 16. So if anything, you could see maybe Monday continues to sell off and then a bounce midday into close to just kind of mellow out that RSI. So my bearish plays, I might close at a low on Monday, looking for a little bounce. Probably not as much as this. I feel like it'll probably just be a smaller bounce, just to mellow out that RSI. A bounce something more, might even still be red, but just a smaller day move before a bigger down move. Yeah, because right now it's kind of just out there. There's no supports really around here. This one it's kind of a weak support. Really, the next one is until like, let's say down here 420 or 415, or then that last one at 409. And then we've got to look back here for supports, which, yeah, 420. 400, and then there's that gap. So we'll see. I got some plays for that. GME probably be coming down with it. As we've been saying, the momentum's been down. Kind of found a range as I said in last few videos, last couple days. I drew lines for you guys that don't like to listen, just like to look. This was my breakout for the upside because we're consolidating. If we broke this, I think I'd pull bullish plays even more. So if we broke this, I'd do more bearish plays. Today we did break it. So yeah, I think the trend has been set, and I think we will probably see a long melt off until next earnings run up, unless of course there's news, which I'm not anticipating news, but we'll see. I'm still thinking maybe 120, 125. We'll see though. The last 2-3 days has had some pretty big momentum, so I think the best way to play this slow melt off, since the long, slow, gradual one just puts doesn't necessarily work. But debit spreads could. I like call credit spreads. You could even do it in the money a little bit and just sell the premium, let the time decay on it. And then I've been scalping calls during the day, which has been easy the last 2 days, but sometimes it's not. I lost some this week doing it also. But last 2 days it worked pretty well. Yesterday, I think we're up like 600 something. And then on the theta farming accounts, these I've been opening, covered calls at the beginning of the week. Just on weeklies, depending on which way I think it's going. I think I've had them around 30 delta, and then just held them till the end of the week, and then bought to close them for the minimum on Friday. And Platter on Discord, shout out that guy. He was like, you just close them and then reopen them in the next morning and scalp them, like kind of how I've been doing it on my E-Trade. But on the theta accounts, I wouldn't do that, but it makes sense to do that because GME doesn't usually gap down. After hours, GME is typically pretty flat. Only time it's been really gapped down, from what I recall, in the last year at least, has been, of course, like on earnings or something. There hasn't been like big moves to the downside. I think the biggest like move downside is like 2%, maybe open down that much, other than of course earnings. However, it does at times have huge gaps up from news, or not even from news, from rolling over or whatever, and news covering it up with claiming NFT marketplace that wasn't released. So with that in mind, to just close covered calls before close, it's a little more work to go through all the accounts and do it, but maybe to do that, and then in the morning volatility when the IB is a little higher, you can reopen the covered call. And I think, yeah, on these accounts, these ones I don't like actually look at in our trading, I'll just stick with a delta in the morning and put a high, put a bid at or put in an order at the ask for 30 delta or 25 delta, and then just leave it. And it will probably get filled in the first, I do it like in the first hour. And then that one I'm kind of just expecting to hold the whole day. And if by the end of the day, if it's in the money, or if it's down basically from where it was, I'll just leave it potentially and roll it over on the weekend or on Friday. So something kind of like that. It's a little more technical, a little more confusing, a little more to manage. But it does give you more exposure to after hours moves, which I'm not expecting anything. But you never are, I guess it's news. All that being said, thank you guys for jumping on Webull and using my Webull promotion. I think this is the first time someone has actually signed up for Webull, so I appreciate that. Here it is. I think they're giving like 10 stocks or a bunch of crypto. They've got crazy promotions going on right now. If you guys are looking for a brokerage, I like it. This is one I use. Their fills actually I think are better than E-Trade's, but I like the charts and the powerfulness of them. So that's this one you see right here, this black dark mode. Let me see if I can, yeah, I can show this. Cool. So here we are. Let's see what we got. I know. Oh, CERN. You know, GameStop was actually, they were giving out GameStop shares like a year and a half ago. That's like one of the hype ones, CERN. Yay! So I think if you sign up and you transfer and do all that, transfer some money in. I think it only has to be like $1. Then you can get it. SPY's still coming down here. It's really crazy. No relief bounces or rallies, it seems like. And GME breaking through that low on the hourly. I mean, everything's bearish as far as momentum, and we really aren't oversold yet. This thing is kind of just getting going. So typically it's not too aggressive of a move. I mean, this is a little aggressive, but this was a lot higher price. I expect more something similar to this, or even this for the next couple weeks, or even this. So just buying puts, you might be just burning your money. That said, also the IV has come down quite a bit. It's now like in the 80s, so that's good for even upside. And then on this account right here, we have cash secured put on GME. So that one is down, of course. So I just leave that, and then actually I need to roll that today. I think that expires today. Or no, I opened that one up for next week. And on our TD account, so this one got the leap and then the 100 shares. So I had a covered call in here that I opened. So this one I'm kind of end up scalping, I guess. Opened this morning, 155, closed the same one. Whatever the difference in that is, $150 or something. Instead of just holding it. Well, I guess today's Friday anyways. But I'm not going to hold them over the weekend, covered calls, because of news. And again, GME typically opens pretty flat, so it's a valid point. Looks like we're getting finally a bounce here at 315. Here's our E-trade. Here's where I do the trades. Mostly the other stuff I pretty much just kind of don't touch and keep far away from me so I don't mess it up. Covered calls, 142 strike, bottom back, resold 143. I did that real quick because my indicator was messing up, but basically I sold a cover call here, and then I was like, wait, it's still bullish on MACD, so I bought it back actually for a little profit, and then waited for this candle, this 5 minute to close, and then I sold it here, and I've just been writing that one down. Today was an easy day for cover calls though, because it's just been a grind down. When it's tough is when it then flips the other way, and then it gets volatile and volume comes in, and then you have a heart attack, and then you don't know if you should buy to close it for a loss or what. But anyways, this one worked out well today. It's this one. It's up 665, 690's max gain, so I just have an order for minimum on that. And then we did SPY opened up. This is the 420 406 put debit spread for next Friday. This one's up 71%. I could close it now, but I don't know. I'm not trying to scalp in and out. We'll see. I want probably some credit spreads on SPY, maybe Monday. If there is any bounce on Monday, I'll get more stuff most likely. Our Tesla bearish stuff is working well. 895 900 put. It's pretty aggressive. But we'll see. And then this call credit spread on here should work if Tesla's below 1,030 next Friday. Birds, are you up today? Birds is up 1.7. The ultimate head to that thing. Yeah, that's pretty much all I did today. It was nice and mellow. Just watching GME and the market just melt into oblivion. SoFi's down a little bit. I mean, most of the market is down today. So puts worked well, covered calls. And I think we're probably going to be in for that for another week at least on the overall market. And GME probably in another month or two. Shareholder meetings on June 2nd. It's been confirmed. You're able to vote once your brokerage sends you the proxy or whatever. And that's what I got for you guys. Hope you had a good week. Have a good weekend. See you on Discord. Peace out.